Hi guys, today I'm going to replace the parts on the iRobot Roomba that we need to have replaced. So there's a couple of people that follow us on our YouTube channel that are more knowledgeable about vacuums than I am. And in the review video that we did for the iRobot Roomba for my sister, because she just got one for Christmas, somebody commented or emailed me about how important it is to have the replacement kit and, you know, that you buy it directly from iRobot. So I bought it on Amazon, and there are, you know, replacement parts made by other people, other manufacturers, but they aren't iRobot certified parts, if you will. I don't know if that's even a term used in the robot industry or in the vacuum industry. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. What I do when I clean out my Roomba is use my little Hoover because it's a bagged vacuum, so any dust or debris and stuff that's kind of residual left over from the Roomba then goes in there and is safe and protected. Chiggy doesn't like the Hoover very much, so he's not going to stick around very long after we... Alright, first things first, and that is we gotta clean out the Roomba. So, this is obviously the little waste receptacle, and then on the back, this is where we're gonna do the replacement parts. These rollers right here, this is actually in that waste thing I just mentioned, and then that little twirly thing. So to remove these, you just push the sides of this in and pull these out. And you can see that these are pretty worn in the sense that there's chunks missing from this one. Also, because of cat hair or human hair, little lines appear in the rollers, and then we've got all the hair and debris on either end of the rollers too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start vacuuming. All pieces, and then this pops out. I've shown this in other videos, and this wheel pops out of there, and it always has hair stuck on either side. Okay, so I just emptied out this waste receptacle, and on the top is where the little filter is. So you just pull it out here, and you can see it's got all that dust and stuff on the bottom, and even when I pulled it out, it fell into the waste part. So I'm gonna vacuum both of those off, but I'll be throwing this away and then using one of the new ones. I've shown this before, but if you haven't caught our other videos, if you just, this requires a flathead screwdriver, and you just undo the screw as much as you can, and then you pop it off. It's got a hexagonal thing that, I'm obviously very knowledgeable about the terminology in this industry, but it has to align hexagonally when you put it back on before you can start screwing it on. So these are the parts that we're going to be replacing, and here's the new kit. I think I got it, I was watching the price on it. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried that on Amazon, but if you just add it to your cart, And then every time you check your cart, it will show you if a price is increased or decreased or stayed the same. So I just watched it in my cart and waited. I think it was $30 or $35, but it was as high as $40 on Amazon. And I'll include a link to it in the About section below. I get all of my Amazon stuff by doing Swag Bucks, which is a online search engine where you can get gift cards and stuff for free. I'll include a link to that in the About section below. So I rarely buy anything on Amazon. It's always through my Swag Bucks that I've earned the gift cards through. Okay, so these guys, these come with an additional screw, so I don't need to keep that if I don't want to, from the old one, although that would be more environmentally friendly, efficient. And then the 2 new rollers and a new filter. So we'll do the filter first. The filter, they've got this thing so well thought out. There's only one way for it to fit in. I usually have to finagle it to figure it out, but this yellow part always stays on top because that's the little tab for your fingers to pull it out. Oh, there we go. And then it's got this little doodad that sticks out so that it fits nicely into the wastebasket area. And obviously I can do that way better when it's on the ground than in the air. That's okay. So the waste drawer goes back into there. Alright. I don't know if you can tell, but on here, so that you put the rollers in the right spot, they've got 2 ways for you to tell. This is kind of worn off. But this one is the light color one. And then it has a hexagonal connection, whereas the other one has a square connection. So you know that the darker gray one goes here and the lighter gray one goes here. And as long as that connection of the square or the hexagon fits in nicely, then they kind of just seem to lay down in there without a problem. And then clip it back in. And lastly is this little guy. I don't even know if it honestly needs to be replaced, but we'll do it. I think somebody told me it needs to be replaced like every, finding a really stuck on hair there. Every 6 months. It's obviously going to depend on how often you use it. You know, somebody that's running it daily compared to someone that's running it weekly, or someone that has 6 cats versus someone that has 1 cat, and somebody that has a kitten compared to somebody who has an elderly cat. It's all very subjective, people. Line her up, and then screw it down. Man. This thing will stop spinning too when it's full of hair. Doesn't that sound lovely? So I will put these in reserve for when we need to replace them next, but this is pretty much all ready to go. Yeah! I'll include a link in the About section below and in the comments to the replacement kit if you want to order one for your Roomba. If you have a Roomba, tell me what your experience has been with it, like if you've liked it, etc., etc. I would be interested in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Helps our channel grow and helps me bring you more videos in the future. We'll see you next time.